to talk about dividing integers. It's going to seem very much like the last video, which was multiplying integers. So the assumption is that you know how to divide and multiply. If you don't, that's okay. I'll get with you later and we'll get you all caught up. But we're just going to look at the integers for now. So remember the rules for multiplying. If the signs are the same, so you've got two positive numbers or two negative numbers, your result is going to be positive. If my signs are different, so if you've got a positive and a negative or a negative and a positive, your result is going to be negative. Now, those are the rules for multiplying. They are the same for dividing. So if I've got a positive 27 divided by 9, my answer, we've got a positive number here, a positive number here. My answer is going to be positive. So we've got a positive 3. If I have a negative 10 divided by a negative 5, now I've got a negative and a negative. Those are the same. So my result is going to be positive. So negative 10 divided by negative 5 is negative 2. Oops, sorry, that's positive. That's positive 2. If they're different, so we've got a negative 20 divided by a positive 4. So we've got a negative and a positive. These are different signs, so that my result is going to be negative. So negative 20 divided by 4 would give me a negative 5. If I have a positive 12 divided by a negative 6, these signs are different. So we've got a positive and a negative. That means my result has to be a negative. So 12 divided by 6 would give me 2. So my answer is negative 2. So let's look at the four faces. It's going to work the same way that it did for multiplication. If I have a positive number divided by a positive number, my result is going to be positive. So there's my first face. Let's look at some of those examples. So let's do 4 divided by 2. Both positive numbers, my solution is going to be positive 2. If I have 8 divided by 8, positive 8, my answer is going to be positive 1. If I have negative 15 divided by negative 3, oops, we're not on that one yet, sorry, those are just positive. If we look at the next face, we've got a negative and a negative, with my result being positive. These are the same four faces that we did with multiplication. So now if I go to my example, negative 15 divided by negative 3, I've got a negative and a negative, so my result is going to be positive. Negative 15 divided by negative 3 gives me a positive 5. Negative 72 divided by negative 8. Negative, negative, that means my answer is going to be positive. 72 divided by 8 is 9. Next face, positive and a negative. My result is going to be negative. So we've got different signs, the result is negative. So if I have, let's say 10 divided by negative 2, I have a positive and a negative, so my result is going to be negative. And 10 divided by 2 is 5. I can have a 40 divided by negative 4. Positive, negative. My answer has to be negative. 40 divided by 4 would make that 10. My last face is if I have a negative divided by a positive. My result is going to be negative. So, just like the last example, if you have different signs, you're going to have a negative result. So, negative 3 divided by negative 1, positive 1, different. We've got negative and a positive, so my result is negative. Negative 9 divided by 3. Negative divided by positive gives it a negative, and 9 divided by 3 is 3. So that's how we do division of integers. Again, it's just like the rules that we follow for multiplying.